Yes.
Okay. Come on when you're ready.
Situated, yeah.
Okay, it's 9 o'clock and I'll call the meeting of the Codington County Board of Commissioners to order. And Butter Hand, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. So number 2 is call for public comment. Public comment may be submitted in person or via telephone at these 2 numbers, 605-882-6248 or 605-882-6297. And if you have a cell phone, please silence it and better do. And if you need to take a call, please step out of the room. Are there any conflict of interest items on the agenda for any commissioners?
No.
Okay, none for me. And I'd entertain a motion to approve
So
today's
moved.
agenda. Motion by Van Duzen, second by Schwer, and we do have need for an executive session later in the meeting to discuss contract issues. Any other notes on the agenda? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We'll say no. That motion carries. Number 5, entertain a motion to approve our
So
minutes from
moved.
last week. Motion by Johnson, second by Waterman. Any additions or corrections? Hearing none. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We'll say no. That motion carries. Okay, monthly reports. Highway, Rick,
Morning,
come
Rick.
on down.
Good morning.
Morning.
Well, things are kind of boring, so I don't have a much of a list here.
How's that snow removal budget looking this year?
Well, we haven't moved
I
into
should-
next, we haven't moved
Yeah.
into next year yet, so.
Knock on wood.
All right. Graveling is still going on. We should get done this week, which has been a joy to get graveling done, because last year when winter came, everything shut off. So we should get done with that this week. We've also been hauling field rock into a gravel pit to make riprap. And then we still have more of that to do. We still have riprap to be hauled and placed in areas where there's water, that the waters went down, and we can see it a lot better now. So we'll get that taken care of what we can. The guys have been doing repairs on shop doors and things to help get ready for winter. They've also been doing repairs on snow equipment, getting ready for everything that may be coming towards us. Last Saturday, all 5 of the sander trucks had to go out because we had a little ice and just a little bit of snow on top. It was very slippery for a while there. Then Mother Nature helped us out later on in the afternoon. Inventory has started with doing culverts and things like that. So other than that, don't have a whole lot to report this month, like I said, which is good to have the highway department boring.
We agree.
So on the RAFE applications, when do we have to make a decision on the
I think that's the
January?
Yeah, the end of
Okay, so
January.
just so we keep that in mind, we have 4 applications and
Yep. And
I
Okay.
give them to everyone.
yeah, we have
We
just
give
to,
her-
just to,
I can also get the protocol, what you're looking for.
yeah, that's right.
And some of that information I can help you with.
Yeah.
All right.
That'd be good. Help us out.
Use,
Yeah, so we do have some screening criteria established by the legislature on that, so. All right. Any other questions?
Thanks, Rick.
Rick?
Yep.
Yeah,
Thanks,
you.
Rick.
And we do have we talked about the executive session on a contract issue, so, okay. All right. Steve, come on down, facility manager.
Morning, Steve.
Morning.
Morning, Steve.
Good morning. gonna be a little farm show. The wood chips came in for them in the back barn. Met with Banner Engineering staff, on the east side of the parking lot, of the offices and barn. They are gonna put together an engineering contract to have that ready to present to you guys next week, Thursday, so. Government buildings, getting some estimates put together for that, grant through the sheriff's department for cameras, upgrading some and adding a few more and so that, so we'll get that as soon as we can get that put together. Detention center, the safety glass window in the front lobby is 90% complete. Just kind of waiting, on some trims that, but that was all installed by the detention center maintenance staff. They've been having some water line issues of leaks causing some ceiling damage in the tile. You know, yeah, that's an ongoing deal over there. Park is closed. Weed board meeting was held on December 13th at the extension building, getting met for the end of the year reviews plus to get set up for the annual meeting. We did project a date, but we looked on the calendar and that date won't work, so I need to get a hold of them to find out what date for that. West Nile, of course, mosquitoes are asleep. And then in the general, had AED defibrillator training held at the Watertown Fire Station with 25 individuals attending
Good.
that, so.
Very good.
Very good course. She did a little bit of CPR, also a little small because it goes hand in hand, so.
Good. Thank you.
You bet.
Steve.
Thanks. That's
Thank you,
it.
Chief. So on the roof stuff on our HVAC project, will the roof repairs on that project help?
Yeah, I haven't heard yet from Johnson Controls
Okay.
on that yet. And so I need to reach out to see
Okay.
how far where that's set at.
So
Yep.
one more quick question
Yep.
before you leave. The question about the grant on the cameras for the sheriff's office for the jail.
Well, it's
So,
for here.
for the
courthouse,
courthouse building.
yep.
Okay, because we're current with our camera system there, right?
Yep.
Everything is good there. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so that would
Yep.
be to upgrade some cameras here, to add another couple more on another floor level.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get a
Okay,
little better
That's the
view.
regular grant. that the
Yep,
UGS
yep,
gives for
yep.
court security.
Yep,
Good. Okay.
thank you.
All right, number 9 is possible or. review-
7.
I'm sorry, it's a 7, yeah, I was getting ahead of myself. Okay. Action to advertise and hire a deputy sheriff in the sheriff's office to fill the role of rural school resource officer.
Morning, how's it going?
Good, Brad.
Morning, Brad. All right. I've been talking about the SRO program here for about a year with you guys and kind of with the community. Been kind of sharing kind of the plan of kind of how I was looking to go forward with this, so kind of glad to be able to announce that we partnered with all 3 rural schools out in the county, Florence, Henry, and Waverly South Shore. They've all signed agreements with me to go forward with that, with all of them paying a quarter of the wages towards a school resource officer for the tune of $13,520 per year. I put a 3% growth in that contract just every year, so that'll be just a 3% added on to the contract each year when we go next year again, and on and on and on. So
How long is that contract for then, or is it?
it's be a yearly basis.
Just a yearly.
We'll, yeah, it'll be a perpetual thing yearly, and if there's any issues in there, they'll bring them forward to me. It's a 3 or 4 pages in there. It kind of spells out their jobs, our jobs, the needs of both, and what they provide, what we provide, just so all that's kind of taken care of. So county will end up eating about half of the wages. I mean, when you look at the equipment and everything, and they'll pay for about half too. So it equals to be about half and half when you're all said and done by the time you buy equipment and get that person up and going.
And so go ahead. I was just gonna ask, what's the budgeted amount for this? for
I
next year?
did
Just-
budget for a new deputy for 2024, the full amount, just because of how things work. I'm guessing that the payment will come back and probably go to the general fund. So I did budget for 2024, a new deputy position. I also applied for a COPS grant I did not get the COPS grant for the next 4 years, so. This would be some partnership between us and the school districts to go forward.
Sure. Yeah, so this position, I know you've been talking about it for quite some time. I value the SROs in the schools. We've had them for a lot of years here in Watertown. It's a good partnership between the school district and law enforcement. Not only that, it makes the deputies approachable from the students level. And so I'm glad to see that you're doing this, and I'm glad that the schools are opening us up to putting a deputy in the schools. I think that's important.
I'm excited. too.
So I assume that when the schools are out for summer, the deputy will be a patrol deputy?
The deputy will be a patrol deputy to be able to help out, cover some of the annual leave and sick leave and time off. Help with the investigation side of things. Summer gets to be a very busy time in our office with court and just with everything that's happening. So it'll be something that we can still use in the office. There's also school resource officer training that they'll have to attend in the summertime. There's many tasks and roles that person will be able to fill in the summertime. So.
Yeah, I think it's just the fact that the schools are willing to pay tells me that they see a need. The other thing is with I guess something to keep in mind as you go through this, we got the JDAI, program going with the accompanying diversion program to the Boys and Girls Club, and that might be something to keep in mind. I know
That's something that I have shared with all the schools, and that there's a diversion program, and we work closely with JDAI, and we're a part of that. And my goal will be that deputy would also come and be a part of JDAI and be able to share numbers back and forth. Some of our numbers over the last 5 years, they have increased. Our school needs have gone up a lot.
Yeah.
This year I looked at just yesterday. So as of yesterday, we've been in the schools 380 times just this school year. Or this fiscal year, I should say, January till up to yesterday. We've had as high as 500 some. So I mean, it's definitely a need that we've been in.
Right.
If you
Look at if you look at those schools, there are many communities inside of a community themselves. So I mean, that's
Absolutely.
like having their own police force there. That's good.
And we do see, yes, in the JDAI side, we see the PD's SROs for the Watertown school system. They're a key participant in that whole thing of addressing those issues. So, yeah. Anything else? Any other discussion? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
So a motion by Van Dusen.
I'll second that.
Second by Schwer. Any other discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Let's say no. That motion carries.
Thanks, Brad. Thank you.
Thank you, Brad.
All right, so we have a couple plat resolutions. And I think, I'm guessing Luke's not here, but
No.
you're on the board, so you
Correct.
could help us with that.
Right. So the first one in front of you is the resolution 2023-40. It's a resolution to approve the plating of Dwayne and Rita Mack addition. And this is just, as it said, an addition that on their property, and the plat is accompanying it. It was passed by the planning commission, and I don't know if Keith has anything he wants to add to it. He is one of the children of Dwayne and Rita Mack, but it was approved by the planning commission.
Move to approve.
So motion by Johnson. For a second,
I'll second it.
second by Schwer. So this is not the 5 acre.
No, it's a little more than 5, but it's up to 5. So yes, it will get farmstead.
Do we need to
exemption.
read the plat? Do we need to read that for the
No.
record? Okay.
Nope.
All
We're
right.
good.
and- cool.
Or
Any
I
other-
can, I guess. It's the Dwayne and Rita Mack addition in the northwest quarter of section 36, 11651. Kransberg Township, Kransberg South Township.
If you have any questions, Mr. Mack is here representing the family, I know, so.
Any other questions, discussion? Okay, hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. That motion carries, and we have another plat, the
Thank you, Mr. Mack.
Yeah, thanks.
Borkus edition.
Yes,
Okay.
so this is
Merry
a
Christmas.
resolution to approve the plat of L&D Borkus addition. It is in government lot 4 of section 7, 11754, west of the 5th PM, Codington County, Richland Township. Another homestead situation. This was done several years back, but they have now completed the platting process, and it was approved by the planning commission.
And do
Move to
make a
approve.
second.
So motion by Johnson, second by Van Dusen. Any other questions? comments? Hearing none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Say no. Motion carries. Okay, so number 9 was review and possible action to approve and sign union contracts, but we don't have those ready yet. So let's skip over
Leave
that
them
one.
on. Yep.
Number 10, discussion of possible action to set a date for a tax deed property auction, appointing property appraisers and declare property surplus to be sold. Always
So
exciting.
we'll do one motion for all of those. In the past, your individuals, your appraisers are Steve Mullengraff, Shauna Constant, and Jackie Manning. Respectfully, and the piece of property is in Grover. It's the east 50 feet of the west 160 feet of the north 150 feet of Outlot A. It's a small parcel of land. There is no value on it at this point. County's had it since 1974. Still's in the county's name, so.
Have these individuals been contacted and they would
Yes,
move to approve that?
and also, so we'll surplus this would be surplus property to be able to sell it, and the tax, so the sale, actually, we will hold that on January 9th. That will give us enough time that I need to publish it twice, so it will be on the January 9th to have that sale.
I'll second the motion.
So we have a motion by Johnson, second by Van Dusen. We had,
I seconded the motion.
so we had
Yeah.
motion by Johnson, second by Van Dusen. Okay, any other discussion? I think so Brenda explained everything. So, okay, hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
So, that motion carries. Okay. Number 11, note the board meeting date for the last week in December. So that's going to be Thursday, the 28th instead of Tuesday, the 26th, because the 26th is a day out for a lot of folks. And it's also the day after Christmas, coming back up to the holidays. Do you want to note what we talked about for?
So the January board meeting would be on the 2nd, so that's the day that we come back right after New Year's. Is there any way anyone would entertain the thought of maybe having it on that Thursday or something? Would that work out for everyone to do it that?
Yeah,
Which
that
would be
would,
January
I
4th.
think that might be a good thing, actually, because the daughter's ops come back from holidays and getting everything ready. We have some significant activities.
the
to do.
5th,
The
Is that
4th, I
fourth?
believe, that's the.
that's when,
Yeah,
Oh.
Thursday is the 4th. Yes, down the bottom, sorry. We gotta flip the calendar around.
good.
Yeah, so January 4th would be the first meeting of the year, if that works for everyone.
So
I
that,
have a eye appointment that I scheduled about a year ago. And it's at 11, so I think we'll be done in plenty of time, and if not, I'll excuse myself.
Sounds good.
so next 2 meetings on Thursdays instead of Tuesdays, just for everybody's, including the public's information.
Greatly appreciated.
Okay, so number 12, noting Christmas and New Year's office closures. Do you want to review those? So it's
Right, so the county offices will be closed next Monday for Christmas, and then the day after, the 26th. And then also then January 1st, that Monday in 2024, first Monday, the county offices will be closed, those 3 days.
Okay, then number 13 is action to approve abatement applications,
None today.
claims for payment. We do have some
Yeah.
salary claims and a couple other
And
things.
E911,
You want to take care of that? Why don't we do the non-salary ones first and then we'll.
yes, so all I have, yeah, then the next one is a budget supplement. So we have the E911 for the month of October, they're just a little bit behind, in the amount of $24,499.85 that we paid to the city of Watertown.
Mr. Chair, I will be excusing myself from this vote.
Okay, so might show that. Commissioner Van
Move to
Dusen-
approve.
I'll
Excuse
second
myself, so motion by Van Dusen, second by Schwer. I'm sorry, motion by Johnson. Yeah, thank you. I don't know why I said that. Motion by Johnson, second by Schwer. And then Commissioner Van Dusen is recusing himself. Any discussion on that claim? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye. Say no. That motion carries. Okay, and then we get.
Okay, then we have the December salary claims in the amount of $751,141.73.
Pay ourselves.
I'll make a motion.
So we have a motion by Van Dusen. Okay, second by Waterman. He had his hand up first. Any discussion on this one? All right, hearing none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Say no. Okay, then we have some budget supplements.
Yes,
For
we
number
have
15.
one. Yep, one, and it's for the welfare office, the ERA2 funds in the amount of $25,606.14. That will
Move to approve.
go back into her budget.
A motion by Van Duzen, I'm sorry, motion by Johnson. What am I saying? I've just got that in my. Okay, motion by Johnson. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
So second by Schwer. So this is ERA funds, so that's the COVID money that for rental assistance. Yeah, all right. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Say no. That motion carries.
Nothing for 16. Oh, 17 was skipped, I guess. And personnel changes, travels, we're down to public, nothing for the other items.
So we're down to number 20, public notices. So no personnel changes, no travel requests, no commissioners contingency transfer. So any events at which you might have a quorum of commissioners, I guess I don't think so. I think we're- I think we're
This week.
good. Yeah, quite. Is there any old business, number 21? Or number 20, since we left that number, so. Any new business? Comments? We got public comments? Any commissioner comments? I'll just make a quick comment. I just, since we published the RFP for the pre-design architectural services regarding the jail, I have had some interest from several architects, so that's good. And plus,
Good.
some discussion from what's called an owner's rep that's helped the city. So that's something we might want to be talking about in the next few weeks. So that's ongoing. And again, just to review those proposals for that RFP are due on January 17th. Yeah, any other commissioner comments about anything? All right, so I think we do have a need for an executive session. And for both, there's two matters, both contract matters. So
I also have a personnel matter to
and a
request.
personnel matter. Okay, so
So it's like number 2.
yeah, so it'll be you got two number 2s and one number 1, right?
Or is it a number 3? Character contract.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, one. So we got 1, 2, and 3. Okay, yep.
2 and 3.
Move to go to executive session.
Get motion by Johnson. Come on, guys. Second by Schwer. Good job. All right. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Say no. Yeah, motion carries. Yeah, there's not likely to be anything exciting.